I remember back when I was a kid, dating online was becoming the new norm. Even nowadays, it is the new norm to date people online and do like long distance and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I understand the whole long distance dating, but e-dating is a different story. And today's story does get really embarrassing and super weird on my part, so don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And on top of that, if you haven't, join my Discord server, because in my Discord, there's a lot of crazy things happening and you guys get the latest updates on when I go live, when I post videos, when I beat my meat. Okay, maybe not the last one, but you know what I mean. So join in on Discord server if you haven't already. Other than that, let's just get straight into this insane story. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to a really embarrassing but yet kind of crazy story. Today's story takes place back when I was in high school, and this was my grade 10 year. Now in grade 10, I remember going through Tinder and, you know, talking to girls in my school just got purely boring, because I won't lie to you, at that time, like, my body count was over, like, easily over 80, and I won't lie to you as well, like, I don't know, doing the devil's tango was like a new norm. But doing it with the same girls over and over again gets really boring. Unless it's your wife, obviously. If you're married, then please just keep doing devil's tango with your wife. But I don't know, for me, it just got boring doing the same girls over and over again. So what me and my friends decided to do one time, we were on Discord just hanging out talking, and my friend ended up joining the call saying, we should all go into like an e-dating Discord. What happens in there is super hilarious. Now when he mentioned an e-dating Discord, it kind of cringed me out, but at the same time though, what even is that, is what I thought back when I was younger. So what I decided to do was tell him, I mean, I'm down, like, what are you supposed to do in it? Oh bro, literally all you gotta do is just talk to girls. That's literally it. And if they're attracted to you, they'll start talking to you even more. How are they supposed to be attracted to me if I can't even like look them in the eye? How am I supposed to, like, you know, do any of that if I can't like rizz them up and like look them up in person? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand the whole like online dating scene, to be honest with you. But my friend really wanted to join in on that Discord server, so I said screw it. I remember me and him, we ended up basically going in there with like a group of our friends, the boys basically, and we just ended up, you know, sitting in a call all together, just waiting to see if any girls would come in. And you know, I will say this much, no one joined in. No girl joined in with the group of guys in a call, which I don't blame them, because, well, what kind of girl just joins in on a group of guys? You know what, never mind, that sounds really disgusting. But going on with the story, I remember from there, after sitting there for like 20 minutes, most of the guys just wanted to go back to playing CSGO, and for me, I was like, screw it, let's leave this call. So we all ended up leaving, and afterwards we ended up just playing our game until one of my friends ended up saying, yo Bubba, there's one girl in like the general chat that like wants to talk to you. And that's when I ended up going to like the chat that they have in Discord, like, you know, like those side panel like for chats and stuff. I ended up clicking on general and seeing what was being told, and basically this girl thought I was cute in my profile picture and wanted to know if it was actually me. So she ended up telling me to go into a general call, and that's what I did. I ended up joining general. She ended up joining a general call as well, and she told me to turn on my camera. Now I never turn on my camera, but this girl actually seemed like a legit woman, and when I looked through her socials on Discord, it seemed like an actual girl. So I ended up basically turning on my camera, and I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? Yeah, I'm real. And she was amazed. And then that's when I told her to turn on her camera, but she ended up leaving the call. I didn't know what was supposed to happen after that. I don't know if that means I won the e-dating Discord stuff. I really don't understand. But I ended up leaving, going back to the other call with the boys, and told them what happened. They ended up laughing, just making fun of me, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I could care less. So from there, I ended up just basically, you know, just playing the rest of the night with the boys and hanging out. Now, it wasn't until 8 p.m., I want to say, where things ended up being really weird, because I remember I was just on my phone, just, you know, playing some like Pokemon Go, I think, on my phone, to be honest with you. I know that sounds cringe, but even to this day, I still play Pokemon Go. And basically, when I was playing Pokemon Go, I ended up getting a notification on my phone from Discord, and it was the girl that I talked to earlier that ended up adding me. Now, when she added me, I thought, oh, what does this girl want? And basically, I ended up going to see what she wanted, and I added her back, and she wanted to get freaky that night. How do I know this? Because when a girl starts a conversation with, hey, I thought you were really cute and I couldn't stop thinking about you, yeah, chances are she wanted some. So at that point, I'm like, nah, like, this is weird. Like, this is like online, like, you know, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I don't even know this girl in person. I don't know even what she looks like. So I ended up telling her, oh, like, that's cool, but like, I don't even know what you look like. She ended up sending a photo of herself, and it was the same photo that was on her social medias, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't convinced. I'm not that fooled easily on the internet. internet. Like, I am a smart internet user, and if you guys aren't smart internet users, you should not be on the internet. But for me, I was a smart user, and I decided to be like, okay, cool, you look good, I guess, and just played along with it. Now, me and her, we were talking back and forth about, like, you know, life and stuff before we got into anything out of pocket, I would say, or anything to do with the devil's tango. But I'm not gonna lie to you, that night we ended up talking till like 1 in the morning, and I had school the next day, so I ended up telling her, listen, like, I gotta go to bed, but we can talk again tomorrow. She ended up sending, like, you know, like the sad face that like most girls send when they're not really sad but pretend to be sad, and basically said, oh, like, okay. And one thing led to another. Yeah, the next morning when I woke up, she messaged me instantly once she saw that my thing was online. Now at this moment when she's texting me, I ended up saying, like, you know, good morning back to her and stuff, and me and her, we kept talking back and forth throughout the whole day. Even at school, some of the boys started realizing that I was on my phone way more than I usually was, and they ended up getting suspicious. And when the boys were suspicious, I'm not gonna lie to you, they ended up coming up to me asking me questions, but I ended up just showing them the conversation saying nothing happened. And all they ended up telling me was, oh, like, dude, that girl's so into you. And my question was, how? Like, she barely knows me. We barely spoke. She only knows what I sound like, what I look like, and that's it. She doesn't know much about me, anything else. Anyways, from there, I ended up telling the guys to basically, like, let's not be weird about this. Like, nothing's gonna happen. I don't do the whole online dating thing. But all the guys end up shrugging and walking away. And that's when later on that night, well, this is where things get really bad. Because I remember later that night, I was in my room just, you know, on my computer, just hanging out, playing with my headphones on, playing a game. I think I was playing Overwatch. I'm not really sure, to be honest. And when I was playing, I remember out of nowhere, I got a notification. It was this girl that messaged me. Now, I ignored it. I didn't even look at the message, and I just kept, you know, doing my thing. But then afterwards, I remember I ended up getting another message and another one and another one and another one, to the point where I was getting spam DM'd by this girl. Now, I don't know why she was obsessed with me. At this time, I wasn't a YouTuber. I wasn't anything special. I wasn't known for the devil's tango. I was just a basic dude. But I ended up getting another notification, and then afterwards, she started calling me. She started calling me, and, you know, when the Discord ringtone goes off, it kind of gives me PTSD, so I have to, like, instantly go answer it. And when I answered it, I remember her camera was instantly on, and she was not wearing anything. And by anything, I mean she was literally not wearing anything on Discord. Now, at this point, I was freaking out. I'm like, yo, like, what in the world? Like, bro, what? And then that's when she ended up playing with her cherries on camera. And this was a legit girl, by the way. Like, this was not fake at all, because she was saying my name. She was moaning it. She was doing all that weird stuff that most girls should not do. And then right as I told her, like, yo, okay, you need to relax. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was bricked, but I told her relax and, you know, maybe stop, because, you know, this is really awkward, especially on my computer. And then afterwards, I remember I ended up hearing footsteps coming down from the stairs, and I'm like, yo, like, what in the world? Like, someone's coming downstairs. I knew it was my mom, definitely, because my mom always checks in on me super late at night. And when I heard my mom coming down the stairs, I ended up telling her to, like, you know, leave, like, just go, like, stop. And then instead of ending the call on time, my mom ends up walking in, seeing a girl's cherries being jiggled on my screen. And then afterwards, that's not even the worst part. When I was trying to explain to my mom that it was a video, this girl ended up panning her camera to her meatloaf and ended up telling me, put it in, Baba, please put it in me. My mom had a lot of questions, because the fact that this video ends up saying my name did not please my mother whatsoever. And let's just say I ended up hanging up the call, blocking her instantly, and I had to sit down with my mom for 20 minutes explaining how online dating is scary. Anyways, guys, that is basically it for today's story. Make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And like I always say, just follow for more embarrassing but crazy stories just like this one. Peace out, guys.